Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Iqunix 1+1 mechanical keyboard kit that was sent over to me by Iqunix themselves for my honest review. So on paper, this keyboard sounds awesome. Each part of the specific keyboard can be changed color wise, and what I mean by that is it is sort of in blocks. The arrow key has one block, the part above the arrow key on a TKL has another block, and then the other side, which is like the 65 or 60% part of the keyboard, has an extra block as well. And you can change the color to each and every part, which makes this keyboard so interesting. Now, Iqunix is known for having some pretty pain in the butt keyboards when it comes to taking apart and modding for their pre-builds. So because this is a custom mechanical keyboard kit, I was also very interested to see how user-friendly it was to put together. With that all being said, the price is still up in the air. Let's get straight into the unboxing. So the unboxing experience is pretty nice actually. You know, you get a lot inside the box. It has these different compartments. You get a switch and keycap holder, stabilizers, bump-ons, you know, all the stuff. And of course you have the keyboard. Here's where things get pretty difficult. So the keyboard itself has a bunch of screws to go through. There are 8 screws on the bottom part of the keyboard, and then on the part that kind of elevates a little bit, it has 4 more. But there are 5 hidden screws underneath the part that has those 4 screws that you have to take off, which holds the battery in place, but it also has those screws that hold the part where the TKL arrow keys are. So you can't really take apart the whole keyboard unless you take apart that. They have these very thin ribbon cables that can detach from the keyboard and can be a very pain in the butt to have to put back together. The main one that I had a lot of trouble with was on the left side of the keyboard where it has the LED indicator, and I almost just gave up, but I was able to put it back on. Not to mention, the batteries have 2 cables as well. And there is also another very thin ribbon cable for the keyboard itself. Now there is also a big ribbon cable that connects the 60% part to the arrow key section, so it's kind of like separated, and that one is fairly simple to attach because of how big it is, and you don't really have to worry about that one. But when it comes to the assembly process, this was so difficult. It is definitely not beginner friendly in the slightest. And I had so many issues of it detaching and attaching, and just so many things went wrong, and it took me a long time to put this keyboard back together. The other thing that I wanted to point out is the fact that they did not include all of the stabilizers I needed for this keyboard build. They left out the right shift key for this keyboard build. I don't know if that's just an issue with mine and I kind of just got unlucky. With all that being said, the keyboard experience with the gaskets and how it sounds right out of the box is actually quite nice. And I did have an FR4 plate, and they did include their own Iqunix switches for this keyboard build. So here's a quick sound test so you guys can hear how it sounds. So yeah, it does sound good and it does feel good. I have no complaints about the performance. I just think the build process was such a pain, and I wouldn't recommend it because of that. Now, I think they should go back to the drawing board and figure out how they could make this keyboard building process a lot more user friendly. It's super tedious and it ruins the whole experience because it's supposed to be fun, but at the end of the day, I was just getting stressed out with the whole process. Great keyboard, bad execution. If you are interested in this keyboard, I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below. The actual group buy date is somewhere around September, so that's still up in the air, but let me know what you guys thought about this keyboard in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.